All right, guys, happy Wednesday. Big waves out there, big waves, big waves. Happy Wednesday. I love Wednesday because I get to hang out with all y'all all day long. So it's my favorite day of the week because I love your faces. And we have an incredible call lined up for you tonight. So we've got some announcements that we want to share as we kick things off. And then we have a special guest. So first of all, I want to give a little friendly reminder. So we've got some deadlines coming up. So one of the big ones is that obviously PXP is coming and we need to register our tickets. We've got like 2 days left to register our tickets. So if you have not seen the email from corporate saying register now with a little ticket number that you click on, do me a favor. And I know we've got to have our little patience hats on. First of all, check your junk mail. They sent a reminder. I never check emails, so I had to go dig for it. Search for partner.co. You can find it that way, but go look for that email. And if you don't have it, you might want to call customer support because we got to get you registered by the 30th. And then another thing that goes away on the 30th is our free enrollment period. So we've got 2 days left. I would highly recommend reaching out to everybody that you can. Go, kick some rocks, see what you can stir up in these last couple of days, because just like Victoria talked about in the beginning, we got 2 days left to rank up to manager and beyond so that you can walk the stage. And we want to cheer all of you on, clap around, be all excited to see each of you as you're running across the stage. So we would love that for all of you. And then also, we've got, and I'm going to share this screen real quick in case you guys haven't seen it. So just,
You might be about to say this, Andrea, but we've also got our officers. So if you rank up to officer or above, we've got a special event for you on Friday with the owners and the executives. You were probably about to say that, so I didn't want to steal your thunder.
No, I'll pretend. Yes, I totally remembered that. And I was totally, no, I forgot. So I'm so glad that you announced that. And guys, we also have 2 days left to get our tickets in so that we can take advantage of Coach's generosity. Who wants to stay in this gorgeous condo for PXP? 2 bedrooms, 2 bath on the property, gorgeous resort, full kitchen. I want to win. So who else wants to? The last time I looked, we had, I think it was 539 entries. So that was people that have tickets in there. And just know that 200 PV, you get 1 ticket. So if you enroll somebody with 200 PV, so 4-pack of drops, I don't care, any kind of combo.
Yeah, Andrea, it says 4 packs, 10 packs, 30 packs, but we all know 4 packs is 200, 10 packs is 500, 30 packs is, so if it were
100.
something other than the pack, the drops, it's okay. It's okay. Just 200, 500, 1,500.
Yeah. And then you get, so for the 200 PV, you get 1 ticket. 500 PV, you get 3 tickets. 1,500 PV, you get 9 tickets. So you guys fill out that form. Please be careful, but fill out that form, and I'm going to be typing in all those names into our auto picker, and we're going to be giving that away on the 1st of September. So we can't wait to announce that for all of you. I can't wait to see you win. So make sure you're filling it in, because I know some of you, you're enrolling, but I don't see your name on that list. So make sure, and if you struggle, reach out. We can help you with that as well. So wanted to make sure that you guys all saw that. And I will put the document in the chat in just a minute. The next thing I wanted to make sure that we shared, and I'm going to pull it up here, is that we have a Zoom tomorrow with our very own Dr. Crystal. So we all know we're having this Health and Hustle Challenge all month long. We've been bringing you, tips to move your hustle to the higher level and to move our health to the higher level and get a little bit healthier. And so Dr. Crystal has been putting on phenomenal Zooms each and every week where she goes over a subscription product of the week. So this week, we're going to learn a little bit more about Pure Nourish. I can't wait. So that's tomorrow.
Andrea, I'm so excited about this. Like, Pure Nourish is one of my favorite. Like, the shake is unbelievable. If you don't like gritty, grainy type shakes, Nourish is your shake. And especially when you add power boost to it, if you like chocolate, but even if you don't like chocolate, like you can throw some fruits in this, but it's amazing. Like I'm an eater. Like I don't know about you. So if you're using the drops, the Pure Nourish is unbelievable. And come to this Zoom tomorrow because you will see all the beautiful benefits of Pure Nourish in your body and what it does to ramp up the the drops. It's unbelievable.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much for that. So can't wait. Mark your calendar, take a screenshot. We'll post it all over the place as well, but we want to make sure that you all take advantage of that. And then we have a big congratulations. Okay.
Ah,
And so I'm going to share this right here. And coach, if you wouldn't mind, so big claps.
oh yes, across the board, Haley Lee from Tennessee. Listen, 34 weeks, 34 weeks. She broke through and got her $10,000 bonus. Now, what I love about our family of partner co is we don't compare, we celebrate, right? Because our time's coming. And Haley did it like she came here, she's been taking action, and in 30, she enrolled week 1, and now it is on week 34. So 34 weeks, she just got her $10,000 bonus. We could not be more excited. Andrea, I think Haley is on the call, but I want to share with everybody before Haley comes on, okay? I want you to understand this is in your dashboard in your back office. Remember, on Friday, when your base commissions check is $250 or more, that's why it's so important to look at your base commissions. Because if your base commissions check, and it always shows you up at the top as you're going through the week, when it hits 250, it triggers the savings plan bonus. And what the company does, kind of like a 401k, it's just another form of our pay. They match 15%. It's got to hit $250. When it does, they match 15% of that into your savings plan. So what if your base commissions check for the week was $500? They would match it 15%. What if it was $1,000? They would match it 15%. Okay. So as you're moving up $2,000, they match it 15%. So the bottom line is they're matching it, and you're going to see it tick, 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 tick. When it hits 10,000, you're going to get to meet all the executives and the owners and this big celebration. We've just now started celebrating Haley. She's got big celebrations to come all the way through PXP. But then it becomes an extra check every single month, right? So it's kind of like we get all our checks and then we get our savings plan every month on top of that once you cash the $10,000 bonus. It's an unbelievable part. You can use that money. So we have so many people on this call right now that gets an extra $2,000 a month. They've already got their 10,000 and they get an extra $2,000 a month in their savings plan as an extra check. They can go buy a car. They can use it for a mortgage payment. They do whatever they want to with it. It's just an extra check every single month. Yes.
Real quick, in the comments, we're getting the question of, is base commission the check that we receive every Friday, or is it something different? Could you share just a little bit about what base commission means?
Yeah. Base pay is one form out of all the ways we're paid. You know, we're paid what? 9 different. I mean, it's unbelievable how many different ways we're paid. Base pay is one way. Okay. And if you go to your back office, you can look up at the top and it will show you your base pay for this week. Okay. Remember, base pay is as you're growing a team. So think about 2 lines, think about 3 lines of business. It's going to pay you on all of your lines outside of your biggest line, right? 15%, right? So if you do, you know, you got outside of your biggest line, let's say this week you do 2,000 in volume. It's going to pay you 15% of 2,000 in volume. Okay. Let's say you have 4,000 in volume. It's going to pay you 15% of 4,000 in volume. When it hits $250 in base pay, shows you on the ticker up above, they're going to start matching at 15%, and you will see it in your back office. Okay. So that's kind of goal setting, and we want everybody to get there, everybody to get this $10,000 bonus. So, that's it. And I think we've got Haley Lee on, right, Andrea?
We do. So I
Okay,
know
I'll let
she
you do
has
the honors. Yes.
I know she has another call, so she's just jumping on here for just a minute. But Haley, we wanted the opportunity, first of all, to congratulate you. Thank you for running so fast so that we could all see. It's kind of like that 4-minute mile, or that we talk about, that to
I've
see
never run a
somebody.
4-minute mile.
Well, me neither, but I'll tell you, you showed us all that it's possible to earn this savings bonus incredibly quickly. So congratulations. That's incredible.
you.
And what we all want to know is, what are you going to do with it?
Well, I wish I could tell you that we're going to go to the Caribbean, or I could drop the whole thing on my outfits for PXP or use it for something, really fun. But to be honest, my husband and I have been really on a mission since April, when my checks started going up and up and up, to get rid of as much debt as possible. And when we built this house within the last couple of years, we took out a loan against his 401k that this money will be able to pay off 3 years early. So while it's not a whole lot of fun being a grown up, that comes with a lot of responsibility, we are so very grateful for this income, but mostly for the people that made it happen, because this is not Haley Lee's money. This is not a product of all of my work. This is truly a team effort. And I'm most excited for my team to be able to earn this, because it doesn't matter how long it takes you to achieve it. There's no expiration date. And I love that. So just get started and just get your base commission, like Brent said, to 250, so that you can watch that ticker go down, because that's really fun to get into, and to watch it go down each week, and to know that a piece of your income is truly, they're not taking it from you, they're matching it. And that is such a gift, kind of like a 401k. That's exactly the example that I use when I talk about it. But I always make sure that my team understands that $10,000 savings bonus, because the 10,000 is great, but the 2,000 a month for the rest of your life is even better than that. So run for that $250 a week in base commission, and just continue to build and watch that grow week to week, because you'll be surprised how fast it pays off. So I appreciate so much your support and encouragement. I could not have done it without you, Brent and Andrea, Sheila, Michelle, leading me to this business. I know Cynthia and everybody talks about it all the time. I feel like we were prayed here, and I pray for the people that will come even after me. This has been such a godsend, and it's something that I kind of pushed away for at first. Brent can tell you that. Like, I was a wounded bird coming in here. And it's just been a remarkable blessing. I wake up grateful every single day, and I'm excited for what's happening and for what will come after PXP.
Haley, I'm so proud of you. And I want to share this with everybody, because I watch people, and I've watched Haley, and she's such a team player. And if you're looking to go, what is she doing? She's doing it all. She posts twice a day. She does drop talks. When the team starts growing, she goes and supports them and puts on Super Saturdays and starts bringing people together. She has a team call. She does prospecting Zooms. Like, she's about to jump off and do one in just a little bit. And so I share with everybody, like, you go, like, success loves speed. You don't have to be fast here. But if you want to be fast, the success will pay you more faster. Okay. And for her, Haley Lee, she had quick goals, right? She was giving up income to come to this company, and her family needed her to go fast. And guess what? She went fast. And I'm so excited that we have a compensation plan that will pay you if you choose to go fast, if you choose to work at all. And Haley, you're a shining example of that, but you're also a shining example of what we prayed for when this company started. And as that is that we would bring people together that would support each other and would do it for the right reasons, like the love and support, taking care of people, encouraging people, loving on people. And I see you doing that within your organization. So thank you for your partnership. Thanks and congratulations. And save a little bit of the money. I mean, and when I'm in Nashville, you buy lunch or something.
I
That's
will. I
snooze.
will.
Pancakes at snooze.
That we can make that happen for sure.
Well, congratulations, Haley. We are so excited
Thank
for
you.
you and your entire team. And thank you for joining us tonight. I appreciate you.
Absolutely. Thank y'all.
All right. I've got one more screen share. Okay. And this is a doozy. And you guys are probably seeing these all over the internet right now, like all over Partner Code Nation, all over Telegram, our personal walls. Coach, you want to talk to us a little bit about what we need to do between now and Saturday?
Absolutely. We're guys, I was just on the phone today with Darren Zobrist and John Wadsworth, the two owners of our company. And what I would encourage you guys to do is start to share the noise. Okay, Andrea, if you could come off that, let me just share something with everybody really quick. We get paid in this industry to promote. And you got to get it out there. You got to remember your team's going to do about a third of what you promote, right? And the more, so you got to promote a lot. You got to get it in front of their face a lot. People are busy. They're busy. Guys, you have had the biggest August. Wait till you hear this Saturday. Like we're not even through with it. We have blown I'm talking about, we have blown it up in August. You have. It's you out there doing it. And here's the thing, they're going to reward you for it Saturday. And all I'm telling you, I can't share. Like I can't share. They'd kick me out of the founders. Like they'd say, you're not a founder anymore. You tell, you spread, you leak it, Brent. Here's what I'll tell you. The owners are going to be there. The executives are going to be there, and they're going to share with you some exciting news headed into September that you do not want to miss. And you can't relay it to your team like the call will be. So you got to get them on the call Saturday morning. But I'm going to key you in on a little bit of like what to do, just like I did at the beginning of this month. So here's what to do. Get everybody you have enrolled in August, have that list like quick dial, have that list on hand, ready to go. Okay. I mean,
Good job, Brenda.
you're good. Yeah, Brenda's got her list right there. And be on the call Saturday and help us spread the word. Take these flyers, go to your Facebook page. Like if you're seeing me, go check out mine. If you go to my Facebook today, you think people know something's going on in Partner Co? You better believe it. Listen, I have people from the industry reaching out to me going, what town are you in tonight? Because they know the thunder is happening. They can see it. They can feel it. It's happening. And guess what they're doing? They're joining me. They're joining me because they hear the noise. Facts tell and stories sell. Sell the story of the excitement. This call, put it out there for everybody. Put it out there in front of your team. Put your team on calls. Get them rallied around Saturday morning, 9 a.m. Central. You won't be, if you weren't disappointed about the promotion that just got ran, and you're like, holy crap, August was a big month for me. I can promise you this, Saturday morning, we're going to light it on fire. Just be there and get your team there. Okay. I promise you, we will not disappoint Saturday morning. So that's it. I can't say anything else. Quit trying to get it out of me, Michelle McKay. So, all right. I'm turning it back to you, Andrea.
You're getting beat up in the chat. They're like, come on, spill the beans. Guys, we can't have him spill the beans because if he does that, then he'll be kicked off all the councils. And then how will we know things in the future? So, all right, coach, you don't say anymore. We don't want you to get in trouble. So thank you so much for that. Congratulations again, Haley. We just have a lot going on, guys. So grab those flyers, go share them, make sure your team is plugged in and that they know what's going on Saturday, because they might not be on Partner Conation. They might not be on Telegram. So we want to make sure that you're getting the word out to your people, because the more people on your team that take advantage of what's coming, well, guess what? The more it's going to benefit you. So be
Absolutely.
a selfish turtle and go
Hey,
share the word.
Andrea, one other quick announcement.
Hmm.
So we're trying to tie in everything we've got going on so you guys can play Who Do You Know with your team. Todd Rowland is going to be in Oklahoma. Okay. He's going to be in Oklahoma. I think it's September the 7th. It is in ResearchMoa /events, researchmoa.com/events. You will see he'll be putting on an event in Oklahoma City. I believe it's September the 7th. Also on September the 7th, we will be around Jackson, Mississippi. Around Jackson, Mississippi for a Super Saturday on September the 7th. So if you know anybody around Jackson, Mississippi, we've got a Super Saturday in Jackson, Mississippi. Play Who Do You Know with your team. Ask your team, who do they know in Jackson, Mississippi? Get them there. We always start these events with about a 15 to 20 minute prospecting opportunity so they can see it and then the guests can leave. They never leave. They always stay and they end up signing up every time. So just work it, get your people there. And we've got events going on all over the place, but that was just, I wanted to mention those two. Again, maybe we can put it in the chats, researchmoa.com/events. Okay, Andrea.
All right, beautiful. Well, thank you so much for that, coach. And now we have the it's time, easy for me to say, but it's time for us to switch gears. And we have the one and only Summer Symonds on here tonight. And if you guys were on the IP, I believe it was yesterday, but we got to hear about some of the excitement that Summer has created with, her team, and she's opening it up to everybody, that she's created some online events. And she said that she would share with us tonight on what she's doing so that we can all capitalize on that. So before I got her to go, or before you move into the nitty gritty, Summer, if you wouldn't mind just sharing your story here so we can all be introduced to the one and only Summer, and then you can take us to summer school.
Okay, so speaking of one and only, I came home to the surprise gift from one of my brand partners. Says, I asked myself as I was crazy, and we all answered no, something like that. So that's my new coaster on my nightstand, if that tells you anything. So basically, I've known Brent and Andrea for, I don't know, 12 years, something like that, maybe longer. And when this came back around last summer, I wasn't interested in doing it at all. Like, I was not doing this, but I needed a change physically. I was sick and tired of being sick and tired. My back hurt. I had scoliosis, like single mom working 5 different jobs, literally working myself into an early grave. And I thought, I can't do this. And so riding home for 13 hours in the car, I was like, I'm trying these drops. I was like, just got to change it. And I posted a selfie with the drops with my crazy hair. And I just said, got to do something different. I've been ran over by the wagon after I fell off. And my Facebook started blowing up. And I was like, I don't even know how to order drops, guys. I asked Brent Palmer to meet me for breakfast or lunch. I said, I'll buy, just tell me what we're doing. We met. He showed me on a piece of paper, explained the system of growth. And I just looked at him like deer in headlights. I was like, oh my goodness, this is it. This is it. And he grinned from ear to ear. And he said, you saw it, didn't you? And I said, oh my goodness, this is it. And so honestly, I kind of dabbled in it for a couple of months because the system of growth was still being tweaked. And I'm a little type A, even though I'm crazy, I do like my details and I am very driven and I want it to work. And I don't want to push something out that's not. And so I've watched it evolve, and I would ask him questions and he coached me through. And then all of a sudden in January, I really submitted. I was like, twice a day, every day. I can do the lifestyle stuff, no problem. I have no fear of putting anything out there. And all of a sudden, the paychecks started growing. And if I ever got diverted or distracted or I slacked off, he'd call me up and he's like, put your blinders on, put your blinders on. And so this single mama has had a completely 180 in her world. And just this last week, what I made in a week was amazing, like amazing. So,
Summer, you told me like literally in a week what she'd made with all of her 5 jobs in a month, guys, a year ago.
yeah.
And I look and I go, but I want to tell you, we talk about blurring the lines of sponsorship a lot. I could talk about Hill and Diane Blue. I could talk about Leisha Bacon. Leisha Bacon's not on Summer's team, but she was encouraging Summer. That's who you're a part of here, everybody. Like
Gives me chill bumps.
we don't compare, we encourage. And she has a big cheerleader in her corner because Leisha knew what she was going through and knows what she's going through. And she was encouraging her every step of the way to do this. And what I love is there's nobody any more happier for Summer than Leisha that's not even on her team. And I know this when I always say this, and Hill and Diane's experiencing it. When you try to add value in people's life, the good Lord blesses you. And that's what it's about. Whether it's helping out with a Zoom, whether it's encouraging your neighbor, encouraging a cross-line member, like when you do good deeds, it all comes back tenfold to you somewhere down the road. And Summer, I'm just proud of you. I see what you're doing. You're blessing others. And now she was like, from the IPA Zoom, I jumped on and I said, all right, Summer, so you're training Wednesday night. Thank you so much. And as everybody's reaching out to her, guys, she blew up an event online because here's what I challenge you to do. In order to tap into income here, you can make money. But in order to tap into significant income, you're going to have to challenge your limits. You're going to have a conversation with yourself, and things are going to get scary at times because yourself is where you're at right now. You're challenging the limits are on the other side. Like you got to move past the comfort zone. And so what I'm here to tell you tonight is when Summer starts talking to you about an event, she's going to share with you an opportunity that any of you can do. But what I know is only 20% of you will. And I really want to change that. I really would love for 100% of us to take what she's going to show and go put it into action because your checks will grow. And I want to turn it back to you, Andrea, but I had a gentleman that just recently joined me. And he's doing the business. You can go look him up online, Freddie Malero. And Freddie called me today, sent me a text. He's posting twice a day. And he said, he's been in the industry a long time, guys. Freddie said, this is nuts. I've never seen anything like this system you guys have got your hands on, to where you can post twice a day and people will come to you. Here's what I'll tell you. Just build the army around that, and then supplement all these other things around it. Drop talks, online events, things like that, and watch what happens to your business. Okay. And you're going to have to get and step over that fear factor. We all do all the time. And so I know I can relate. I had to too, and I still do in a lot of areas. So Summer, thanks for being on here tonight. And Andrea, I'll turn it to you, but I'm excited for you to show just a simple way that we could run an online event and have an opportunity to attract an audience here to see what we're doing.
Yes, so I'm going to go to summer school right now, and I'm going to have my hand on the keyboard, and I'm going to take some furious notes, because what I want to hear about, we all heard that you did a Facebook event and that it went gangbusters, and that you know, created a lot of activity. So if you wouldn't mind just sharing with us kind of what you did, what it created, and then how we can do it too, that would be phenomenal.
Okay, so I'm actually going to kind of give you a side by side. So we did the Facebook event last Thursday, and then last night we did a Zoom event, and I felt like it was an epic fail because the success rate wasn't as good. But at the same time, we've gotten brand partners out of it. But in comparison to the Facebook event, so that's the one I'm going to focus on because it is such a more powerful tool for us to use. So last Thursday at 7 o'clock, we set up a Facebook event. I had 140 people attend. The live has 971 plays on it, and we've gotten over 100 brand partners out of it. I do not know what customers we've gotten. I just know over 100 people have joined our team as a result. So it works. The difference between Zoom and Facebook is on Facebook, you're keeping them on the platform. So instead of pulling them off to Zoom, it's going to push notifications out to them if they accept the invite. The other thing is, I haven't tried this, but you can invite people who are not on Facebook. You just invite with their phone number or their email address, and it's going to send them. But most of my people are finding me on Facebook, so I'm not having to go down that line. But when somebody doesn't have Zoom, they won't click the link and go over there. They're just lazy or they forget. But when I went live in my event, they immediately knew it. And if they were scrolling on Facebook, they clicked over. Okay. So when you create an event, it's really simple. Just go to your menu, click event, and then just start typing your stuff in. It's like 3 things: time, name it. If you're doing it public or private, I suggest private, and then make a little flyer to put at the top as a picture. And I use the same little flyer for drop talks and all of these. So it was super simple. From there, I start inviting my team. All I have to do is click invite, and I see who's in that feed right there, and I click their name, invite, 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 and then I close it because then it starts going alphabetically. And I open the invite again, and I click whoever's on my team. And then we teach them to invite from inside the event. Because if you share the link, it makes them go through the internet to come back, and they can't find the event. So invite from inside the event. It will save you tons of work. The next thing is, make sure that when you send the invite, you send them a message and let them know you sent it, and let them know to accept it. Because if they accept it and they don't get on, they can still go back and watch the replay. Okay. And I have a screen recording on how to get back to past events. I've already been sending it out to people. So that's going to help people go back and watch. That's kind of it for setting the event up. Once you have that set up and you've sent your invites, your job then is to build for the event. I learned that from Palmer a long time ago. That is the key to growing a big business. I'm going to have people at PXP. I'm going to have people at Super Saturdays. I'm going to have people to my drop talks, those kind of things. And if you can get butts in the seat, that's what we've always said, then you have like major improvements on closing the deal. So the Facebook event is the same thing. If you can get their eyes in front of it, what we do makes sense. It's a no-brainer. So inside the group, what I did is I did a couple of little videos. You don't want to hit the live button because that's your event. So go down like you're making a post and click camera. You've got about 60 seconds. So I would just say things like, hey, if you want to hear how I lost 22 pounds in 35 days, be here Thursday night, 7 p.m. It won't take but 20 minutes. I'd go live. Hey, just a reminder, we've got our drop talk coming up tomorrow at 7 p.m. Feel free to invite whoever you'd like. Those kind of things. I posted before and afters of several of my girls. I posted a quote, make time for your health now, or you will make time for your sickness later. Just things like that. And then the day of, I started my countdown. I said 2 hours. It was just 2 hours till time, 1 hour till time. And that was the only two I put in there. So there was only like 5 or 6 pieces of material that I put in there pre the event. However, on my Facebook page, I did the same types of activities. I started with a Facebook Live. Lives, get you up in the algorithm, get you more exposure because Facebook loves for you to go live. And I talked about, a lot of you have reached out, asked me about skinny drops, and I just did a little spill, probably 2 minutes. Comment, let me know if you'd like to get an invite. I responded to every comment just like we do on 9 and 3 posts. I responded and then I went and sent them the invite. I responded and I went and sent them the invite. The only difference this go round is I am making people who want to come to my event friend request me first so I can invite them from inside the group and not send them the link. That was my headache. That was my learning curve the first time, because my phone blew up as the live started. I can't get in, I can't find it. And I just had to ignore probably 20 or 30 people. So we may have had more on there had I known this prior to doing it. I also made posts. So my 9 and 3 posts sometimes were the flyer for my event and reminders to ask. Or we have a huge promo. Just go scroll my Facebook news feed. It's all in there. And then I would share those to my story. I could see who was looking at my stories. And I also reached out to people that just maybe liked my post, and I knew they'd asked me about drops before, and I kind of had forgotten to give them a Zoom link prior. So it was just kind of that reminder to reach out and make sure that they were invited. And one of the guys, I don't even know where he lives, some other state, I asked him today, I was like, hey, did you get a chance to get on? He said, yeah, send me information on how to order. I actually haven't done that yet because I haven't had time. So there are still people enrolling from that Facebook last week. So we are well over 100 people. Like, that is a great return on my 20-minute investment and maybe 20 minutes of prep work building for the event before the event.
Summer,
So that's, yes.
you hit a great point. And just so
Okay.
everybody knows this, talking about from a social media standpoint, anytime you can do something video wise, make it as residual as you can. If you take a video and you go to this social media platform and then maybe you put it in your stories and then you put it down here, remember, it's not just what they're viewing today, it's what they're viewing over and over and over. Then you can go grab it and you can use it a couple of days later. Like think about how you can use your stuff over and over and over again, right? And social media allows that residual effect. And so it's just like this right here with Summer. Everybody was calling Summer going, how do I do an event? How do I do an event? And I'm like, just train it one time. You got the recording. We can cut it down and then you can send them the recording over and over and over, where you're not having to go over it over and over and over. Okay. So just think about that as you're growing a team, growing a business, how you can leverage videos.
Yes, that's what I told Brent. I was like, I got to keep my sanity. So digital residual it is. So that's basically how the event is set up. So during the event, when I went live, my tips are to be energetic, okay, be quick, don't get distracted and ramble on. And then a couple of things to get your audience interacting, because we all know the more participation, the more Facebook's going to feed it. So I had them comment, 1, if they were watching live, 2, if they were watching a replay. There were 2 reasons for that. 1 is for the algorithms. 2 was to make sure that my people knew that their people were on the Zooms. You can check your guest list, but you're going to see who watched it, who was interacting. So it's really easy to go back to the comments and see who was there. See if they were asking questions, so we know if they were a 1 or 2. I still have people going back into that group and they're commenting too, and I am still going back and checking that live video. The next thing is to make sure you have your team on there. So you want them on there for a few reasons. You want them watching to see if their guests are on there. This is not something where we just, hey, there's an event, hop on, let me know if you want some. If you're serious about building a business, you're going to pay attention to who's showing up and you're going to close them. So they're watching for their guests. They're interacting and being positive about the drops, reinforcing what you're saying, and they're being professional. You know, we're interacting, we're looking like a professional company and all that kind of stuff, so that we are getting the word out and we're validating each other. They're validating me, I'm validating them because they've already told their friend about drops. So now I'm validating them. So it's really like this great little circle, the way it feeds off each other. As I end my event, I introduce that there's a way to earn your product for free or create extra income using your social media with an app that we have. If you're interested in that, we're going to funnel them to another event. I also close with telling them that there are going to be before and afters in the comments, and that the link to the Zoom to learn how to earn your product for free or make money will be posted in the event group, so they know where to go grab it. And then I just have another event created that starts in 10 minutes or the next hour. And so we went from one to the next. One thing on that, we did not post our before and afters in the comments like I planned for the first event. So they had to scroll past all of them before they could see my Zoom or the live in there, which I don't know that was that bad. And then the next time I did it on Saturday, I posted all the before and afters in the comments, post that. And then I posted a flyer on the ingredients list, the one that's going around that Julie and them did, where it's got each bottle broken down and what it's doing in your system, so that they could reference real quick and go, I have these. So that's kind of how we funnel afterwards. During the event, my job is to keep it short and sweet. So I ask them to comment, watching live or replay. I tell my 60-second story, took the drops, here's the deal. I talk a little bit about the drops and the epidemic we have in our country, where people have followed the all-American diet and ruined their systems, and they cannot lose weight because everything's out of whack. The drops help fix that, you know, that kind of deal. And then I talk a little bit about Partner Co. And it's like a condensed version of our Google Slides. You cannot screen share in a Facebook Live in your event. So you have to improvise. I have my iPad set up, and the picture that Brent Palmer showed the other day with, are these symptoms you have? Because these are symptoms of your hormones being out of balance. I flip my camera around and it's on my iPad. It's just full across there. And I tell them you can't screen share, so we're going to flip it around. I flip it around and I show that. And I ask them, do you have these? After I've asked them to comment one or two, raise your hand if you do. And everybody's raising their hand or giving me a number. Share the story, share the drops, and then I explain what the drops would cost if they bought them, how we save them money buying wholesale. And then I tell them, but right now we have this great promo where you don't even have to pay anything to buy wholesale. I explain how the price drops with one box, and then I really sell the 4-pack and how it really gets the price down. And I said, to me, that's a no-brainer because you need 90 days to balance hormones. So most people are coming on 4 packs minimum and up. So that's kind of how we go through our event. And then the ones who want to, we funnel to the next event. And I do just the money talk and throw that out. The best, go ahead.
If somebody wanted to watch the event you did, is that still up? Like, can you tell us how we could access that? Is it
They
not
can't. Well, you can't. That's why you have to accept the event invite to go back and watch the replay. I'm doing one tomorrow night at 7. So anybody who wants to can send me a message. I will get you an invite sent. And once you've accepted the invite, you can go back to it until somebody erases the event. So we have people going back in and watching. Actually, today I had several go, hey, is your Facebook event still open? How do I get to it? So I did a screen recording on my phone leading them to it. And they were like, oh my goodness, you're the bomb. Because they got in there just like that and they could watch it.
Yeah, don't send Summer probably in the chats. She won't get it. So if
Yeah.
you'll if you go to Facebook, Summer Von Symonds, and there it is. Thanks, Andrea, for that. Go to Facebook. She is an amazing example of somebody to kind of see what she's doing, what she's posting, how she's running her Facebook page. Like you'll see it's got a kind of a reality TV type theme to it. But also, if you want to be on that tomorrow night, maybe send her a private Facebook message would be probably the best way to reach out to Summer to get an invite.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Okay. So I'm like, I feel like you were wrapping up. Were you at the end of that?
Yeah. I think I'm good.
I took
I mean-
4 pages of notes.
Okay. Well, I only had 2 bulleted and I write
Well,
sloppy. So
I
I'm glad
guess I was
somebody got
chattier.
something out of it.
That was incredible. So a couple of things just kind of when I was listening. So one, I love that obviously Summer's building for this and she's putting it out to her people on her page. But when she creates that event, anybody that's invited can also invite to that event. So if you think about,
can I interject there?
yeah.
Each person who's been invited to the event can invite up to 500 people. They do cap you at 500. So if you can invite 500 people to an event, you're killing it.
Yeah, that's incredible. So if you think about it, like, let's say you have 5 people on your team. Okay. So you've got you and 5 people. Well, there's what, 3,000 people that you could invite to this event. Now probably don't spam people, be appropriate with how you're inviting. You've got, I'm sure if you're posting twice a day, you've got lots of people asking you about these drops. So that's a great way that you can invite people, but talk about time leverage. Like, I don't know
Single
about
mama.
you guys.
Yeah. And
Mama.
here's the thing. It's like, it's bigger. I want you all to get this tonight because we have a product that is working by design in people's bodies. I mean, if you've lost weight, we could put all kinds of things in the chats, but just wait. Let's just view weight. If you've lost weight on the drops, put it in the chats. I mean, I'm 35 pounds. Like the drops work. So here's what I want to ask you tonight as you're thinking about this. It doesn't, like, if you had a product that was creating massive results, I don't care if it was a tire for a car, if it was some product, some beautiful product, if it was the first ever phone, would you go out, if you own that company, would you go out and try to buy billboards up on the sides of the road to advertise? Or would you advertise that product on social media where there's millions and millions and of eyeballs? So you got to look and go, I've got a product the world wants. We're proving it every day with 2 posts a day. So if you can create other channels to get that product in front of the eyeballs of people and let that product tell a story, you got to tell a story. You just can't throw it out there. It's not going to stop. But if you can get it with a before and after somehow to tell a story, just like the highway and the billboard, people will come to a stop and make a turn into your inbox. That's all we're doing. That is all we're doing. Like, if you've sold boxes of drops on here, put it in the comments. Like, how many boxes? Put it in the comments. Somebody's new on here. Like, and they're like, I don't know if this system works. Like, are we getting it in front of people? I don't know. Like, 80, 20, 320, 29, 150. Like, we're putting these into the hands of millions of people. So if you've sold 75 boxes, you've got a long way to go to get it into 1 million people's hands. So Summer has decided, I'm going to use TikTok. I'm going to use Facebook. I'm going to do events online. I'm going to do drop talks in person. I'm going to train the army at a Super Saturday. That's how you absolutely get it into the hands of millions. And so you got the product, ladies and gentlemen. I was just in Utah at our innovation center, and the owners was like, we really believe the drops might take us to over $1 billion. We never believed, like, no one knew that. This was not somebody, like, I can't sit here and go, oh my goodness, I'm a genius. I knew this was going to happen. No, none of us knew it. None of us knew it. But guess what? It doesn't matter. The world will tell you what they want. And you're all proving it in the chats. 100 boxes, 20 boxes, 5 boxes, 400 boxes. Look for ways to get it to the law of large numbers. Look to the way. And today, the law of large numbers is on social media. Whether you like it or not, if you own the company and had this amazing product the world wanted, you would leverage social media to get the word out. That is all we're doing right here. All we're doing right here. And Summer is starting to perfect it. She just told you she's not there. She said, I did a thing the other night and it was a total like craziness. Like it was like, you got to challenge your limits. If you're sitting there going, oh, I got to be perfect to start, you will never start. You will never you got to step out and be bad before you're good and good before you're great. So give yourself a break and just go do it. Get on Summers tomorrow night, watch, learn from her, but learn with the intent to take action. Don't just fill up your pages with notes and get on tomorrow night to just sit there. And in 2 weeks, if I called you, you go, nah, I hadn't done it yet. Like, use this, leverage this, and get it out to your people. Like that's why we're putting this on tonight, and Summer's taking her time to share that with you. So, Summer, anything that, as I was talking, I was trying to give you time to think about if you had anything else that you wanted to add. Thank you for giving your time up tonight. I know me and Ed are grateful.
Well, the only thing is, like, my mission right now is after I put my kids to bed, I had a viral TikTok that probably got me 600 or 700 women. And I don't know, maybe a dozen have moved to Facebook to enroll. And I'm going to stay up tonight until I finish sending every one of them a text to try to funnel them to Facebook, to friend me, to get on my event. Like, that is my mission tonight because they're interested. And this is an easy, non-invasive way for a total stranger to come check it out. And I want to make sure, as well as it went last week, I want as many as possible to get in front of it this week because that's a major benefit for time investment when, you're stuck with kids sometimes.
Summer, thank you for tonight. And one of the things that's happening to Summer right now, and it's going to happen to a lot of you, is you're going to bring in a lot of brand partners. I challenge you. First of all, make time for your family. Like, don't be sitting here going, I'm so busy, I can't even, I tell Summer this all the time, block out the hours for the kids. And we will never get to the end of the to-do list here. So just give yourself a break, okay? Make time for your family, make time for your kids. That's the most important. And then allot your time for this, but also leverage the leadership in the company. And Summer now is enrolling people, and she's starting to leverage Andrea Rosser's Wednesday onboarding. Like, when you can start to leverage people in the company that's like, okay, I got a new brand partner. Here's how simple this industry is. And Andrea, I know I'm being chatty. My job 13, 14 years ago is I enrolled Summer Symonds. It's true. I did. My job is to duplicate myself in Summer. And when I've done that, now there's 2 of me out there working. And then I enroll Andrea Rosser, for instance. And I try to duplicate myself. And then when we do it, now there's 3 of us out there in the world taking, and that's called leverage. That's called leverage. And over time, when you start to work with people and duplicate yourself in them, and then they're out there doing it, duplicating themselves in others, you create an army of people that you can't create what we can create in condensed time like we can condense. You can go back to the corporate world, but it can't happen there. That's the power of our network marketing profession, is we can duplicate ourselves in someone else and over time create an army of people that are leading the way for other people. That's what Summer's doing. And so I encourage you, as you're growing a team, as you're bringing in hundreds of brand partners, start to leverage the Wednesday noon onboarding of Andrea's. It's never going to change. She's going to do the same thing every Wednesday. And then it'll go up to YouTube and you can use those videos. What'd you call it, Summer? Residual. It's digital residual.
Digital residual.
Residual. I love that. And so that's what this is all about. And as we learn little things, we're going to bring it back to you on this Wednesday night wisdom so that you can learn and then plug it into your business so that it can go forward. That's what we pray that every one of you do. And Andrea, thank you for putting this on. I know it means so much. And I know when we can bring somebody on like Summer to teach with the intent for others to learn and then grab and go do, it's beautiful what we're creating. So thank you for doing this. I'll turn it back, Andrea.
Oh, well, thank you. And Summer, holy smokes, that was incredible, guys. Give her some love in the chats, because who's going to go try to, it's a lot of work for her. She's going to have to go accept all of us. So remember, we've got to like follow or friend request and then get the invitation. So I don't know. Good luck, Summer. I sent you my message. My fingers crossed you get to me in time, but
I
thank you
gotcha.
for that. Thank you for tonight. That was huge. And guys, I don't know about you, but I'm going to be watching this one again because there were so many tips in there. I took notes, but it's one of those that this is new for me. I've never done a Facebook event before, so I'm going to have to learn it. So thank you for taking your time, guys. I hope you go learn it as well and go take advantage of it. I can't wait. My goal, if I get in there, I'm going to invite people tomorrow because shoot, let's go leverage some time. So I love you guys. Thank you so much for spending this Wednesday evening with us. I'll get this recording up hopefully as soon as possible, sometime tomorrow. But love you guys. I hope you all have a great night. And thank you for all of our speakers and helpers this evening.
Love you guys. Grateful for you. Thank you, Summer, so much.
Love all you guys. Love you, Summer.
Love y'all.
Amazing.
Bye.
Love y'all.
Thanks.
Everybody have a good night.
Bye. Happy Wednesday.
Night.
I'll see you
Bye-bye.
back in the morning. Love you guys. Make sure you message Summer on Facebook to get that invitation. She's not going to be able to see this chat. Love you guys.
Okay.
Have a good night.
What's that smell? Smells like